Hi, I'm Dr. Carly York, and tonight we are going to be discussing starting the home buying process in our webinar. And I hope that you'll find this informative as you are just beginning your thought process about how to find a house in the competitive real estate market of 2022. So, the first thing that I recommend buyers to do is to think about your why. This reason for your move is going to give you encouragement, it's going to give you stamina as you start and hopefully conclude the home buying process. So, for example, if you are tired of renting because you realize that with your current down payment situation, if you purchased, you'd actually have a lower home payment than your current rent. That's a good reason. And that will give you encouragement and excitement as you are searching through the home market in the year 2022. Or if you're moving for work, you might feel a sense of urgency, like you do need a new house closer to work, or you're moving out of state. Keep that reason, excitement for your new job, in the forefront of your mind as you are searching for your new home. Similarly, if you're going through a major life change, such as a marriage on the horizon or a new baby coming, or maybe even the sad situation of a divorce, and you have to pick up from where you were and move to where you're going in your whole lifestyle, and the house is just one part of that. Think about all of the good things that are coming your way in your life as you are acquiring a new home. And finally, if you're in the downsizing process, think about the change in lifestyle, the peace, the ease, the simplicity that you'll find in your new home as you downsize. So the reason why you're moving, I recommend staying at the front of your thoughts as you are searching for a home, because it will give you encouragement, especially if you have a bidding war situation in any of the homes that you may want to purchase. The next thing to think about in your home search is your what. So this is where you're going to start thinking about, what kind of house do you want? What kind of neighborhood do you want? Maybe where do you want to live? Towns, states, etc. So in the beginning, you want to give yourself a good visualization of the type of house you want. And of course, it starts with a budget. So be realistic about your budget as you're visualizing your future home. And in those constraints of the budget, what are your must-haves? So do you absolutely have to have two full bedrooms? If if that's the case, make sure that you don't look at any homes that don't have two bedrooms. Similarly with bathrooms, if you absolutely have to have at least two bathrooms or three bathrooms, make sure you don't consider homes that have less than what you really, really want. Similarly, if there are things that you definitely don't want in your new home, make sure you factor them outside of your filter. So if you don't want any homes with radiator, don't even consider it. Just only look for homes that have forced hot air. If you don't want a single family and you only want a condo, make sure that no single families come in your radar. And then finally, what is your dream? As you're searching through realtor.com, as you're searching through Zillow or any highlighted properties that a realtor may send you, think about that house. Visualize what you want. Visualize how your life is going to be when you get what you want. And hopefully that'll help encourage you as you are in the process of buying your home. And finally, I encourage you to write down the what. Write down what you do want and refer back to this vision as you're searching for a home. So if you're getting a little off target, or if potentially you put an offer in a house and you didn't win, you'll be able to refer back to what it is that you want, and that'll give you more encouragement as you move forward. And then finally, the next thing I recommend my buyers to consider is the how. What will you do to make this dream a reality? So the first step is definitely to get your financial affairs in order. So if you know you're going to need a mortgage, talk to a lender and get a pre-approval. Now, a pre-approval is different than a pre-qualification in that they check both your credit as well as your income, and they do calculations on your debt to income ratio, and they basically pre-vet you prior to your making an offer. It's a little bit stronger of a letter than a pre-qualification. So in a competitive buyer's market, I highly recommend getting a good pre-qualification from a local lender to your area. Next, I do recommend finding a realtor that you like, that you feel is competent and qualified with your particular home search. And then share that vision with your realtor. That person will be able to potentially find houses that are not quite on the market yet. They may know of sellers who are thinking about selling and be able to give you advance notice of a new property coming on the market. They'll also be able to solidify and clarify your search so that only properties within your criteria come to your inbox so that you're not being bombarded with too many houses to look at, only the houses that fit your what and your vision. Next, make sure that you are only looking at homes in your criteria. That may mean you only see one per week or one per month, but if that happens, it means that the house that you are looking at is definitely worth your time, worth your energy, and could be your future dream home. And then finally, I highly recommend that people consider almost homes. So, homes that have all of the boxes. So, for example, if there's a house that is in the exact neighborhood that you want, it has the 2 bathrooms that you need, and maybe the 3 bedrooms that you would like, it has the yard that you would like, but it's out of date. It has a pink bathroom and an old roof or any other kind of disrepair that might not be immediately appealing to you. But if it's been sitting on the market and it checks most of your boxes, you may want to consider doing a renovation loan or putting some sweat equity into that house, because it might be less competitive in this market if it's been sitting on the market for a while. So those are your house. And I highly recommend that you be patient. Right now, we're experiencing record low inventory. So homes are dribbling onto the market. It may take some time for you to find the home that you have visualized, but be patient, because if you think back to your why and remember your what, you will be successful in your home search. If you need help buying a home in New Jersey, please feel free to reach out to me, Dr. Carly York, with Resources Real Estate at 732-212-0440. I would be happy to help you with your home search. Thank you so much for attending this brief webinar, and I wish you all the best as you find your dream home.